Welcome back, pretty people. Today we're going to be doing the bedroom recesses here. So I'm standing where the bed's going to be. This is the back door. Excuse me. These are the back doors. This is where the bed's going to be. Me and Jen are going to be sleeping from side to side as opposed to back to front. And when I'm lying down, when the ply line's on, my head and feet are actually touching the walls, so not going to be gaining much, but I'm going to build some recesses into these panels here. I'm going to sit 9mm against this sheet metal back here, and hopefully going to gain a couple of inches at the most, but it's going to be enough for me to lie down straight in bed. I'm 5'11", pretty much borderline the width of this van, so if I can gain a couple of inches and stretch out in bed, then it's going to be worth it. Also, it's going to be a nice feature in the back of here. Possibly put some LED lighting either side. So just cut out a template of cardboard that sits in there. The other side is exactly the same, so this template's transferable. So I'm going to cut two of these out and then sit them in and then build the sides out, and I'll show you how to do that in this video. Let's get this done! Right, we have both recesses here. I've drawn the square on one of them where I want the side bits to come out from. Bit of trial and error. You'll need a set square and a straight edge. I have clamped the recess from the other side onto the back, and I'm going to drill each corner so I can transfer the square pencil line to the other side, so they're both exactly the same. Literally using the finest drill bit that I can find. This is a 1.5mm bit. It's literally just a hole so I can put the lines on the other board. Got the tiny drill holes on each corner, now just to join them up with a pencil. Right, got the board here. This is the front of the board, so what I've done is round the perimeter of the board, marked just in from the corner here, because you're not going to get fixed in the corner, about 20mm the first mark, and then at 150mm intervals I've just put a little mark on, and I've already pre-drilled all the way around them 4 corners. Just going to finish these ones off. That'll give us a mark on the back of the board, which I'm going to flip, and then I'm going to use the countersink to countersink the back of the board for when the screws go through the back. That's a 3mm drill bit. So that's the board flipped over. We've got our marks here. Now just to countersink all the way around. So we have drilled through the front, as I've already shown. At the back here, underneath is countersunk, and we flipped it back over. You'll get the end of the ply here. You'll sit it on the middle of the line. Then you'll push your straight edge up to the ply, clamp it. You'll do the other at the same. You'll do the one at the other side. Now these two top bits I've cut 9mm longer than the line, so there's going to be 4.5mm overlapping to this side, 4.5mm overlap to that side, and these ones down the side are the exact length of the square. So basically the screw is going to come from this bit of wood up into this bit that's coming down here. I think I've explained that alright. So once your straight edge is on here, basically what you want to do is get your clamps. You want to clamp this bit of wood to your straight edge, so all the way along when you pre-drill from underside, you're drilling up, and it's cut. Your pre-drilled hole will be coming in the midway point of this bit of ply, and then once your screw goes in, this ply won't split. So let's get that done and see how it turns out. So I've just took the clamps and the straight edge off, and yeah, it's a good job. Nice and rigid, 90 degrees, plenty of fixings in. That's going to be nice and sturdy. Once we fix through, as I was explaining before, this here, let's see if I can do it a bit closer on it, but if you can see this line here where the hole is, that is the line which is going to be in the middle of the small edge. So once that comes up, that hole's in the middle, so that's going to meet up there, and then we'll screw through into this end here with a pre-drilled and countersunk hole. Right, got both of the frames made up. Basically, like I said before, made these a bit wider than they should be. Basically what I plan to do is, I've got a little strip of 6mm ply here. Once that's added to my guard, which is 28mm, that'll be 34mm. And basically I want this sitting around, I think it was 35 or 36 I said. So it's a couple of mil out. I'd rather have it a bit shorter, and the ply that's coming in from the wall side will cover that up nicely. So that's about it for that. I'm going to get these cut, and then we'll see what it's like sat in place. Right, that's all the frame cut, and they're all nice and flush. Measured it, 34mm, just about perfect. I'm just going to put a screw through into here just to make it a little bit stronger and a little bit more rigid. Pre-drill, make sure it's lined up in the middle. Sink. Right, welcome back folks. Both recesses have been built. I've just propped one of them in place on this side of the van. So I'm gonna put this one in place and measure up what difference we've made. I've just measured before I started the video between this pillar and this pillar, and took away the 9mm either side, which is going to go on the rest of the walls, and got 1760s, 1760mm. So let's put this on and see what we've got. Dun, 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 dun. Check me build now. I'm going to measure meter down here where our feet are likely to be, and we have, get the tape measure as plumb as I can, we have 1,830 mil. What's that? 70 mil gain. 70 mil gain. You're looking at just shy of 3 inches. Not a massive amount, but it's good enough for Jen, it's good enough for me. Nah, I'm just kidding, I'm a respectable 7 inches on the slack. Anyway, 3 inches, that's what we're working with, so it's been worth it. It's going to give me the opportunity to lie out flat in bed. So yeah, a 70mm gain, just shy of 3 inches, so I'm a happy man. Right, as far as fixing these recesses goes, what I've came up with is going to be able to fix it to these high spots here, and I've sourced these, just to show you these are self-tapping screws. They are 13mm long. They're not flatheads, you know, to be honest I'll probably saw some flatheads before I fix these, but I'm just going to test the, well, I've already tested the length, and basically what I've done is I have countersunk a piece of 9mm ply and fixed it into there, and just made sure that it's not going to be penetrating this sheet metal at the back, because then it's going to be through the side of the van. Let's see if I can show you. So that's it. Obviously going to be putting a few of these in down there, but that's it fixed to the recess. And obviously if I just zoom out a little bit, once the board's in and the walls come into the sides, they'll be fixed all the way down the sides of there as well. I use these high spots here, 1, 2, 3, and here as well. So what I've done is, at the top just marked, and the sides I've marked also. I haven't marked this side up yet. Just put a straight edge on, mark. Little ones you can iron, quite big. Mark. Big worms. Add them in. Board up. Mark the board. Right, so the cross points, the markings will be where the fixing's going to go. I'm going to put 3 fixings down the 2 vertical lines, and before I put that on, I'm going to insulate it with the myline bubble wrap, which I've already done on the other side, so you can have a look at that. Basically, put a strip of the foil along the bottom at first, folded the myline sheet back, sprayed both the surfaces with adhesive spray, heavy duty, and then from the bottom just pressed it in around the bottom, pressed it in around the sides, pressed the back in, work your way up to the top, press the top recess in, and then fold it around the top edges, and then finish it off with foil tape. And after that we'll fit our recesses and see how they look. There goes a sight, now there goes a sight for my soul. that's the first reset's fitted. Looking well. Let's give you a absolutely buzzing with this, by the way. Basically, what I did was, as you can see here, transferred the marks horizontal and vertically to across. Then I have countersunk the holes, put the board up, and used 13mm self-tapping screws to fix it to. The fixing points, obviously be careful you don't go too far in with your impact driver or you'll be through the side of your van, but let's get the other one fitted. Whoop. Both recesses fitted. Looking well, people. Buzzing with how it turned out. Sorry I didn't get a video, but I was just wanting to concentrate and make sure I didn't put a screw through the side of the van, because that would have been an absolute nightmare. Right, just a little tip when you're doing it. I normally do all my work, I'll screw them with my impact driver, but that can be a little bit too hard, so I'll put it in my combi drill and basically just put it on the lower setting so you can crank the screw in. Basically just want to be turning it slowly, make sure you pierce the metal, and then once you pierce the metal you can either slowly crank it in with the combi drill, or I was even using just a posi drive screwdriver. Just crank it in, yeah. So that's then fitted. Looking very well. The only thing I've really changed with these are at the top here. I've just drilled a little pilot hole and a little hole through the sheet metal here. The wiring will be 12-volt wiring will come through here. Of course, I've bought some reading lights. If you can see that. So that'll sit in there nicely. Give us some light on a night time when we're reading or chilling. Yeah, good job. See you in the next video, guys.